I'm gonna be real with you guys, I have felt the fatigue for gacha games for a very long time now. While miHoYo can always put out a banger in terms of the quality of the game, Zenless Zone Zero, or ZZZ, is probably one of the most generic games I've ever seen them put out. Like, this is straight up those mobile games that you've played 1,000 times before. There is a hub area, there is combat, and there is the TV thing. Those are literally the only mechanics in the entire game. With that said, are these mechanics solid enough to keep you coming back for more? I don't think so. I put in a good amount of time to this game to see if it would grow on me, and it never did. Combat is just button spamming and waiting for your ultimate ability, or swapping teammates so that you can have a canned animation play. It looks really fancy, but there's nothing to it. Story is okay, but frankly speaking, I just don't really care at this point. The main thing that'll draw you in is the incredible animations. This is some of the best cutscenes I've seen in gaming. Like, there's no other game out there that evokes the feel of playing an anime game like Zenless does. It's just a shame that the game is so front-loaded with so few of these amazing cutscenes peppered throughout the experience to try and keep you invested. My main criticisms about the game would be that there's a severe lack of content right now, but as we've seen with miHoYo, or HoYoverse, sorry, I keep calling them miHoYo, they're gonna drip feed content for years rather than putting out a game that's substantial enough to get players to keep playing it right now. They know what their audience is, and their audience are vastly perverted. No judgments, but I have never seen a more provocative cast of female characters in a gacha game. It's all style and no substance. Also, I gotta talk about this TV thing. It is by far the worst, least engaging aspect of this game, but for some reason, it's in this game. And it's not a small portion of content either. It takes up like 50% of your play session. Not because it's complex or difficult, it's just really long and drawn out. Honestly, if they removed this aspect of the game, Zenless would be so much better for it. At the end of it all, I can still recommend Zenless because it is free. But don't go into this game buying anything. Save your money, buy a full video game that you get everything you paid for. Any money you put towards Zenless is not going towards the development of the game. It's going towards HoYoverse's next project. I know some people like to romanticize the big corporate entity, but time and time again, HoYoverse has proven they're an extremely efficient pump and dump company. They push out games, monetize them like crazy, and move on to the next. I normally wouldn't even talk about something like this in my review, but I'm just stating my real life experience with this company to set a precedence that you shouldn't feel obligated to spend money in order to enjoy this game. There's a reason that gacha games are illegal in certain parts of the world. Anything HoYoverse puts out is basically just a casino. And as with any casino, the house always wins.